Hey guys, it's Jeff from Pressure Luck, and I am fresh off the plane from California back in New York. And while I love traveling, there really is no place like home. But while I was in LA, I discovered a few things. I discovered things like beautiful homes, Mickey Mouse, a few extra pounds. I mean, because that's what happens when you eat a sandwich that's dipped in batter, deep fried, covered with confectioner sugar, and then dipped in blackberry preserve. It happens. So I said to myself, let's make something really healthy this week. We gotta do something that's a little healthier. And, but at the same time, let's not compromise how amazing it tastes. We're talking a dip that makes you want to hum, because it's called hummus. Yes. So we are making a roasted red pepper hummus. So easy, so satisfying, nothing like homemade hummus. All it's going to do is take a little time while you soak the beans, but you can do that before you go to bed, before you go to work, while you're playing mahjong, whatever you want to do. So guys, let's get to it. Roasted red pepper hummus. Now we're going to start with 1 cup of chickpeas or garbanzo beans, the exact same thing, and we're going to add it to a bowl. And to that we're going to add about 3 cups of hot water and a teaspoon of salt, and just give everything a little stir. And we're going to let our chickpeas soak for 8 hours. So do this before you go to bed so it happens overnight, or early in the morning when you wake up. 8 hours it has to soak for. So then just cover it when it's all set and set aside, and do whatever you gotta do. And now that 8 hours have passed, I'm going to drain my chickpeas to a strainer, and then I'm going to rinse them off. Okay, now we're going to transport these babies into the Instant Pot. There we go. And you'll also notice how the chickpeas have gone from looking like this to this once they're soaked. So there's a huge difference. You obviously cannot skip this step. And aren't chickpeas so cute? They look just like little tushies. Now to the pot, I'm going to add 3½ cups of vegetable broth, a tablespoon of crushed garlic, and 1 bay leaf. And I'm going to put the lid on top, make sure we're in sealing position, and I'm going to hit manual, and we're going to come down here and we're going to cook for 20 minutes. Now that we're all set, we're going to allow a 5-minute natural release, which means this is going to count up to 5, and then we're going to finish with a quick release. I'm going to take 1 lemon, juiced. And now that we're at 5 minutes of natural release time, we're going to finish it with a quick release. Now that our pen is dropped, let's take the lid off the Instant Pot. And there we have it. So placing a strainer over a bowl, and this one happens to fit just perfectly, I'm going to take everything in the pot and then strain our chickpeas into here, and then let all the liquid stay below and reserve it. So when it's all strained, the chickpeas are up here in the strainer, the liquid's down below, and discard that bay leaf. And now to a food processor or a blender, I'm going to add the chickpeas, the lemon juice, 3 tablespoons of tahini. And to those who are wondering what tahini is, well, it's basically like a sesame seed peanut butter. Think about it that way. 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 1 teaspoon of cumin. I'm using 1 7-ounce jar of roasted red peppers, and I'm going to throw a couple of those peppers in there, and I'm going to take some of the juice of the pepper and splash it in as well. So just throw a couple of those in there, and that should do the trick. Follow it with a little bit of that in there, a little bit of the juice from the peppers. About a pinch of kosher salt, another tablespoon of crushed garlic, and take about a ½ cup of our reserved broth and pour that in as well. Let's get our lid on top of our blender or food processor, and then we're going to pulse, and then we're basically going to then pulverize until it becomes nice and smooth and creamy. There we go. All right, then give it a little check and see how we're doing. We're looking great. We're going to scrape the sides of the bowl and then make sure we do it one more time. And then after we've scraped the sides of the bowl and press everything down, let's give it a little taste and see how we think it is, and to make sure we want everything flavored according to plan. It's already great. I think I'm just going to add a little bit more salt to it and a few more red peppers. And there we go. Let's give it one final spin. Alright, now let's get the lid off, and we should be all set here. Absolutely fabulous. Look at how perfect that looks. The consistency is perfect. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, it's absolutely just right for a hummus. Let's transfer this to a serving bowl and we're gonna chill. And there we are, nice and settled in our bowl, and it's looking great. That consistency is absolutely spot on. The color is gorgeous. I'm gonna put a lid on top of this and then pop it in the fridge for a few hours to get it nice and cool. There you go, see you soon. And while our hummus is sitting in the fridge, we're gonna take the remaining roasted red peppers and we're just gonna rip them up by hand. And then set aside when done. Now coming back to our fridge, let's take our hummus out and let's check on it. And oh yeah, that looks great, guys. Look at it, it's nice and firmed up, just like an actual hummus would ought to be. And now we're going to take this out. Look at that happy face. Look at how happy it is. Look at that. Now we're gonna dress this baby up. Now taking a spoon, let's lightly carve out a little crater in the center of our hummus. Now to the hole, we are going to add our roasted red peppers. And then once that's finished, just scatter the rest of them sort of around the perimeter. So it kind of looks like this when it's done. And we're gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil just throughout the top, just for some slight finishing touches here. And that's it, guys, we're ready to serve. Okay guys, now no hummus will be complete without some pita chips to dip in there. So open this bag up, take a pita chip out of the bag, grab the hummus, and dip. This hummus is so outrageous, so amazing. It's homemade, so healthy. You don't have to feel guilty about eating it. It's wonderful. I absolutely adore this hummus. That wonderful flavor of red peppers in there. And again, you can make this however you want it. You can do it with red peppers. You don't have to use red peppers. You can put some pesto sauce in there instead. You can put whatever you want. Some pine nuts, some garlic, extra garlic, some olives, however you want to make it. But this roasted red pepper hummus is absolutely divine. Have to have another dip. Delicious. And no guilt of having a heavy cream-based dip. This is also vegetarian and vegan friendly. It's just so creamy and wonderful. If you like Pressure Luck's videos, if you enjoy the recipes, if you want a whole plethora of them, go to PressureLuckCooking.com. I have a whole catalog of recipes there that just keep on growing and growing and growing. Check out the essential products page if you need any products. If you'd like to go to Facebook.com/PressureLuckCooking, like the page and you're gonna see plenty of updates from me. I do Facebook Live videos once a week, so you don't wanna miss those. And guys, thank you again so much for your support, and I just can't get over this amazing roasted red pepper hummus. Yummy, 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 I have hummy in my tummy.